Alright, what's Replit? In the beginning of the lessons I asked you to trust me. Now I owe you an explanation. We mentioned that it was called an Integrated Development Environment, or IDE for short. But what is an IDE? Well, an IDE is a tool that makes it easier for us to read, write, and format or organize code. In the same way that we use Microsoft Word or Windows Notepad to help us write essays or papers in languages that people understand, an IDE is used to help us write languages that computers understand. Microsoft Word will highlight our spelling errors or suggest ways to change our grammar in the English language so that our sentences make more sense. Similarly, an IDE will highlight mistakes in our code, whether that's a syntax error, which you can think of as a spelling error in code, or unreachable code, which you can think of as a grammatical error in code, basically code that doesn't do anything. An IDE can also give us autocompletion similar to how Microsoft Word can autocomplete our English language words. If you're unfamiliar with the term autocomplete, it's this. We'll start typing. I'll do the same HTML that we used in our first example. A left arrow, an H, a 1, a right arrow, and automatically the rest of that has been added for us by the IDE. It makes it much faster for us to do our development. I should note that you still can write your code in Windows Notepad or another basic text editor, and in fact that's what people did a long time ago, but I would not recommend it. Throughout this course we'll be using IDEs. First Replit, which is entirely online, and then eventually we'll move on to VS Code Together, which is a downloadable offline IDE made by Microsoft. There's lots of other popular IDEs out there, like PyCharm, for example. Feel free to explore them on your own time. The reason we're using Replit and then VS Code is that they're good for beginners and they have some useful built-in tools that we'll need later on. Got it? Next lesson.